Shalom. I want to start this off by giving honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Yahweh Kakodash. Peace and salutations to the elect individuals, starting with the other apostles and the bishops of TMHs on down, to the rest of you brothers, and the brothers I label with who all push forth the doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in all faith, truth, and sincerity, according to the true understanding of the scriptures. To all of you, I say Shalom. So it's just a quick lesson. I don't know what this is, but I just wanted to go into a lesson, and I'm going to title it, The Elect Will Be the Most High's Sleeper Cells, right? And the brother, Tazabah, he had a dream, in regards to sleeper cells, and it's been something talked about all throughout the news, as of late, with everything that's going on between the U.S. and Iran and Israel, and watching the brother's lesson, and that he did, giving his dream testimony, and just simply thinking on the word, I was just like, the elect will be the Most High's sleeper cells, right? Because it's all going to be sudden. It's going to be sudden in a way to where those that's within the world, they're not going to see none of it coming, right? Because a lot of people chose to reject it, neglect it, the truth, the reality of the matter. You know what I'm saying? What's really going on, right? They chose to ignore it, play dumb, play oblivious, and try to continue to live in their own imaginations, right? While you have those that are scrambling, that know what's really going on, starting with the wicked elite on down. They're trying to do everything they can to prevent it, but yet they're not going to be able to do nothing to stop it. And they not going to know, just like how we not going to know, when the exact time and day that the Lord going to come, but we know he going to come, right? So I just wanted to get a few scriptures on this point, Lord willing to be edifying, right? And simply, we not going to do nothing until the Lord show us, make it known this is the time to, and that's all going to happen once we are changed to those new bodies, right? Till we receive the spiritual power and the promises that come with it, the inheritance that come with it, being made new. So, because I know Esau tried to do anything he can to go on and persecute us. Try to twist my words and shit. So, to make that clear, we not doing anything until the Lord say so. We simply, at this moment, in this given time, just preaching the word, right? That's the disclaimer. But nonetheless, jumping straight into this, right? This world is on its way out, and we know it, according to the scriptures. 2 Ezra 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Esau is Edom, right? Esau, Edom is the so-called white man, starting with the wicked elite on down, Then you have the different tribes of Esau with the different dukes, so on and so forth, But nonetheless, Esau is also the wicked that the Bible speaks of, right? And Jacob is Israel. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. And Israel, right, are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, according to the Bible, right? Once Esau's reign is over and this world comes to an end, and it will, and it'll happen swiftly, that is when the world of Jacob will begin, and it'll begin with righteousness, right? It'll begin with wrecking this place down to build back new, the true build back better, you know? So this is something that's key to know. But I'm gonna jump here. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and I'm gonna start at 2. I can start at 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night," right? And a thief, they come at night because that's the moment, when most people's guards are down. Most people at least expect something to happen. Most people are winding down. They looking to get in their beds and right? That sense of peace, where you completely laxed, right? Unaware, if you will, But it's gonna go on to say, for verse 3, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety," right? "Then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." You see? So ain't nobody gonna be able to escape the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the power of the Lord, the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And those working right along with them, being the elect, right? Being those that stood so stiffly for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, those that did all that they could to endure all to the end and receive that salvation, right? But let's dive in a little deeper, right? This is Ezekiel 25 and verse 12. Yeah, it says, "Thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them." So showing you this man been coming up against us, right? Because Judah is Israel. Is referring to Israel, right? It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword." You see? So this is what's going to happen. This is all a part of what's to come, right? Esau is going to get thrown down with the sword. Scriptures say, Revelation, right? "He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword." Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Why is this something that the saints are patiently waiting for? Because this man, being the wicked, has shed the innocent blood of our people for thousands of generations. The earth is crying out with our people's blood. But this damn devil continues to keep trying to hide and suppress it, denying the Lord, rejecting the Lord, not being of the Lord. And that's not right. That's not the way that the earth is supposed to be set up. And that's why the Lord going to come as that thief in the night. It says, "And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel." You see? "And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance. saith the Lord Yahweh. You see? So let's get another one, right? Because that's clear, right? By the hand of my people. So he being more specific to let you know who he for. He not for everybody. He for Israel, right? And that ain't never changed. So let's grab another one real quick. Psalms 149 and verse 6. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, right? And in verse 6, that there, right, that possessive there, the specific there is Israel, right? It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. You see? So a lot going on, a lot happening, and it's all for the purpose, right, of taking these mugs out when they least expect it. You know? Is that not how a sleeper cell works? But it says to execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have all his saints. Praise you the Lord. You see? So it's just further proof, you know, of what's to come. Right? Let me grab another. First Corinthians 15. And I'm going to start at 52. It says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. You see? Don't that sound like a sleeper cell? You know, they like regular people, you know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, bam, they, you know, what's the word? The code word, you know what I'm saying, that's said to or something, you know what I'm saying, it's changing their mind. To where now they going on to act out what's you know, their set instruction. They give them that code word to where now they acting out, you know what I'm saying, their instruction. You know, going about to make a change. You know, a detrimental one. Boom. Right? That sudden destruction. It says, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. You see? So our people, when we get changed, get those new bodies, right? When we get beamed up, you know what I'm saying, away from the nuclear fire, we gonna be changed to that new estate, to be able to bring forth the Lord's vengeance, as he says. So the Lord willing, we be of the elect, you know, because the elect is going to be the most highest sleeper cells. So that's the point, you know. That's all I wanted to get at. And it's just beautiful to see. But right now, you know what I'm saying, we continue to keep professing the word. It should be teaching the word. The true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Starting with the elder apostles, elder bishops of the great millstone on down. You know? So this is the time to be getting built up and getting learned. Understand that code word, so when you hear it, you know, right? Measuring the times diligently. So that's it. Lord one has been edifying with that. I'm going to give honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Bahawah Kakwadash. Till next time, Shalom.